Good morning, blue sky, or good afternoon, good evening. I'm not really sure when you'll be viewing this video, but wherever you are and whatever time it is, I hope you are having or have had a great summer. Um, Welcome to the 2020-2021 school year. This is our kickoff for QComp. I mean, 2020 can only get better, right? It can't really get worse. I just heard on the radio today about a fire tornado. That sounds scary. But yeah, welcome back. I wish we could all be together right now. I could see all your smiling faces. Well, maybe not all of you are smiling, but I do miss seeing everybody, and I can't wait to see you guys here in the next few days online. So let's get started. Uh, New structures this year for QComps. For our PLC teams, we are back to department PLCs. If you forget what PLC you are on, you can click on this link. This will be attached in the email. And if you want to check that out, if you have any questions about the PLC you're on, please just let me know. And why are we doing this? Why are we going back to the department PLCs? The goal is to use our PLCs to focus on SEL benchmark standards goals this year. Some of the feedback that we got from last year was that we were taking kind of too much time during our general meetings, focusing on SEL stuff. And we also found out, we had a lot of good feedback is during our general meetings when we gave you department time, everybody said that went really well and you guys accomplished more. So our hope is that by doing department PLCs this year, we can really take some big jumps in our our SEL work this year. One thing we're asking, and this is something that you can decide as a PLC, is we're asking for at least one member of each PLC to join the SEL committee. So last year, SEL was its own PLC. This year, it's going to be a committee, still led by Alyssa. And we are asking that one member, at least one member from each PLC is on the committee. If there are more members in your PLC, like 2 or 3 that want to be on the committee, that is absolutely fine. I don't think we're putting a limit on that, but at least one is what we need. And the idea is that that person can kind of be act as the go-between between the PLC and the committee, so we can stay on track with what the PLC needs and wants from the SEL committee and what the SEL committee is asking of any of the PLC groups, or any tools or strategies that they may have to pass out and send along. So that is something that is going to be new this year. We are not map testing this year. So the last couple years we have done a map test for our site goal. This year we are investigating how to use the STAR test for our site goal. That's something I'm still working on with Dan and Matt, kind of looking at for this year. I'm also attending a webinar with MDE, kind of finding out what they are thinking for site goals this year, just because last year was so weird. There were no MCAs at the end of the year. And then also that kind of dropped down our overall testing of STAR at the end of last year. And so we're gonna have to figure out how we can use that for our site goal this year. So I'll have more information on that to come for all of you. And I know you're all excited to hear more about site goals. Things staying the same. Still have the goal submission form. As soon as you have your goal ready, please submit that to me. Last year, I really tried to spend more time. If I thought a goal didn't look great, I would contact people. This year, you're going to get contacting me every time. So it's either going to be, hey, this looks great, you're good to go, or B, these are some things we can maybe do to make it better. Rubrics. So we did update the rubrics a little bit at the end of the year with just some verbiage cleanup and adding in SEL look fors. But those are basically the same. It's the same process this year. So not much changing with that. This is, I don't know why I put this in the thing saying the same. This is actually something new, but I wanted to include it here. This is your one-stop shop for all QComp forms. So if you click on this QComp cheat sheet, it'll take you here. It has all the rubrics. It has the PGP and reflection for this year, so where you're going to have your goals written in. It also has the 2021 goal submission form, and it has the peer review feedback form. So that's the one that you fill out after you've been observed. The reason I made this is some of you, and you know who you are, um, some of you have contacted me multiple times throughout the year saying, I can't find this form, I can't find this form. And so I figured if I had all the forms in one place, maybe it would be easier to find. So please, if you can, star that doc, make sure you have it handy, just so throughout the year, if anything comes up, you can go there first. The QComp handbook, super fun, super light reading. You can read that at your leisure. For any and all new staff this year, I'll be in contact with you. Probably we'll let you get your feet wet the first week of school, but I'll probably set up a meeting with you the second week of school, and we can kind of go through the QComp program together so you have a general idea of what that'll look like for the year ahead. Book club, this is something we've done the last 2 years and we're going to continue to do this year. This is the different from Kathy's book club. So this is run through QComp, and it is a way to earn a little extra cash at the end of the year, $100 added to your QComp check. And so last year we read White Fragility and Daring Greatly. Both were very good books. Throughout the year, there's 2 teams. We read the books, we discuss them, then we switch. At the end of the year, we kind of present to staff on how it went. So again, excited for this. I think it's a great time. And also, I guess if you like to read, it's a great time to read a good book and then connect with fellow staff members outside of just the general meetings that we usually have. General reminders, please respond promptly when contacted by your observing coach about your observation. You should get a sign up from the coach. Please sign up as soon as possible. Our goal is to complete the observation within 1 week, so please make sure you're responding to your coaches promptly. Always complete the peer review form at the end of the observation. This is one thing that can kind of get lost in the shuffle. But it is one way we evaluate our QComp coaches, and we really appreciate the feedback that we get from you about how the observation went. During an observation, please try for at least 35 to 45 minutes of work through a live session or a recording. At least 20 minutes needs to be work with students. So we know you can work a phone. We know you can set up a Zoom room. We want to observe you working with students. And you know, that's something as an advisor, if I was doing a recording for, you know, Monday phone calls and nobody answered my phone calls, I wouldn't just submit that video. I would keep going until I actually got student calls and contacts. So it's just for coaches to be able to observe you in the best form. We want to see you interacting with students. We want to see your impact on students and get that communication back and forth. So thank you for that. Just the general goal of QComp and PLCs, kind of the why are we doing this? Really it is to get better at our profession. The end goal of our program is to help staff become better, you know, at their profession, whether you're a teacher, an advisor, a counselor, social worker, office staff. Coaches are here to help you grow and become 1% better every day. You know, as we grow as a staff, we believe we will continue to impact our students in a positive manner. So I really challenge you and hope that you are continuing to learn and grow each day. And I hope that QComp can be another way that you kind of push yourself in your job and what you do and what you learn and how you grow throughout the year. So also just goal setting. Sometimes goal setting can be scary, and coaches, we are here to help. Please know that if anything comes up with a goal, or you are confused about something, or if you're just not sure, you can always go to your coach. You can always come to me. And yeah, we want it to be something that isn't as scary, but something that you use to kind of challenge yourself throughout the year. Always start with the data. Where is there a need in your class? You know, a specific activity and assignment, something where students are showing that whether it's their performance and their engagement, something's not working, and how do you attack that, and how do you make it so that students are learning and are getting better? What strategy are you using to create a better assignment activity? Are you just coming up with one off the top of your head? Are you researching, finding something off the internet, off best practices, trying to become, again, trying to push yourself to become better and learn new things and to put that in your classroom to reach students and help them with their achievement. And again, at the end of the day, really, we challenge you to push yourself, create a rigorous goal that isn't unattainable. Again, lean on your coach or your coordinator if you need help with this. A lot of times we can get stuck in, well, I want to do this goal. Is this goal too easy? I want to do this goal. Is this goal too hard? A lot of times throughout the year, I've found that usually when I create a rigorous goal or one maybe that's a little too hard, I've learned more from that than the goals that are I've maybe made that are a little too easy. So again, if you need help coming up with goals or figuring out if the goal you've set is too hard, too easy, please talk to your coaches, talk to me, and hopefully that's something we can continue to get better at and grow throughout the year. Any questions? You just raise your hand. No? Okay, that's great. If you do have anything, please feel free to reach out, call, email, text. Yeah, and I hope, again, I'm excited to see you these next few days. If you need anything, I'm always here. Your coaches are always here. And yeah, let's make this a great 2020. We can only go up.